After paying off her $340,000 Kody Pass debt, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown considers taking this drastic step to end her relationship with Kody Brown completely. Janelle Brown from Sister Wives is thinking about getting a spiritual divorce from Kody Brown so that she won't have to deal with any mental blocks when she tries to start a new relationship in the future. When Kody entered into a spiritual union with Janelle in 1993, he was already legally married to Mary Brown. Over the years, they had 6 children together and never felt the need to formalize their marriage legally. However, during the pandemic, their relationship soured, and Janelle came to the realization that she wanted to part ways with Kody because she felt disconnected from him. In 2022, Janelle officially announced her split from Kody. After selling Kody Pass, Janelle and Kody are no longer financially connected. However, prior to starting a new relationship, Janelle wants to make sure that she is not spiritually or emotionally attached to Kody. In a preview that People published, Janelle revealed to Mary Brown that she wanted to end her spiritual marriage to Kody. She explained that although she no longer actively participates in the church, she was inspired to consider a spiritual divorce after witnessing Mary take similar steps. Janelle believes her spiritual bond with Kody was valid and didn't want to offend God. What it means for Janelle and Kody to consider a spiritual divorce. Janelle and Kody became spiritually united in 1993, and they have remained close friends ever since. Janelle, who has always been independent, didn't harbor jealousy when Kody devoted most of his time and attention to his youngest wife, Robyn Brown, and her children. However, Kody and Janelle's connection began to falter when he enforced stringent guidelines for the family during the pandemic. He also accused Janelle of lacking loyalty compared to Robyn. Janelle and Kody had developed a strong bond over the years, leading her to believe their connection was still valid, but when Kody urged Janelle to evict their sons from their home, she stood firm in rejecting his request. This caused their relationship to deteriorate even further. Despite being less involved in church, she remains committed to her faith and believes that ending her relationship is in line with LDS principles. Janelle is considering a spiritual divorce from Kody because she wants to end their emotional and spiritual relationship. She is eager to move forward with a single life free from any mental obstacles and no longer wants Kody in her life in any way. Robyn and Kody Brown's uncertain future, marital stress and asset division. Robyn Brown, Kody Brown's last remaining wife, is the subject of speculation regarding the stability of their marriage and the division of their shared assets. As a result, the Sister Wives saga continues to unfold. Financial disputes, property sales, and emotional tensions documented on the TLC series have fueled rumors of Kody and Robyn's possible split since his divorces from Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown, which left Robyn as his sole partner. An in-depth look at their relationship's current state and the difficulties surrounding their shared assets can be found here. 1. Marriage strain, monogamy to polygamy. Kody and Robyn's relationship, once framed as a polygamous ideal, has faced significant strain since the departure of the other wives. Kody said on the show that he worries that Robyn now thinks of him as devalued because of his 3 divorces, and he wondered if she still wanted him as much. He confessed, "Do these divorces devalue me to her? I've been left. Do you still want me the same way?" 2. Kody's difficulty adjusting to monogamy after decades of plural marriage is reflected in this vulnerability. In contrast, Robyn has acknowledged their rough patches, referring to Kody as a moody butthole during their lowest points while highlighting their efforts to re-establish trust too. However, recent reports suggest growing dissatisfaction. An insider stated that Robyn and Kody have drifted apart, quarreling frequently over insignificant matters, and that Robyn wants a peaceful life away from drama. 416. The couple's decision to list their $1.65 million Flagstaff home in August 2024 further fueled divorce rumors, though Kody and Robyn have not confirmed this. 1016. 2. Financial entanglements and asset division. Through years of shared investments, the Browns' financial web has become a source of contention. Key issues include Robyn's Flagstaff home. Janelle Brown revealed she contributed funds to Robyn's Arizona home but was excluded from the mortgage. She now seeks reimbursement, threatening legal action if Kody and Robyn refuse to address the debt. 11. Robyn, however, argues that untangling their finances is confusing due to their long history of commingled assets. 11. Coyote Pass Sale. The family's 14-acre Arizona property, purchased in 2018, was sold in 2024 for $1.5 million. Robyn owned half the land while Mary and Janelle held 25/10 in 2022, a move symbolic of her severed ties. 18. Debt and property listings. Kody and Robyn's home listing, in addition to Janelle's allegations that Kody places a higher priority on making new purchases, like trailers and artwork, than paying off debts, points to financial instability. 11. Janelle asserts that Kody avoids discussing asset division, necessitating legal action. 11.3. The impact of polygamy's decline. Kody has openly criticized polygamy, calling it a barrier to emotional intimacy. Polygamy kills emotional intimacy. It makes everybody defensive too. This shift in perspective, from advocating plural marriage to rejecting it, has reshaped his dynamic with Robyn. While Robyn initially hoped to maintain polygamy, she now admits, "I don't know if I would live it again without guarantees of harmony too." The dissolution of their polygamous structure has left Robyn isolated. She lost her support system when the other wives left, and Kody's post-divorce behavior, described as increasingly angry and defensive, has strained their bond. 10-16. 4. Narratives in opposition, repair versus ruin. Despite the turmoil, Robyn insists they've overcome the worst. "Kody and I have done a lot of work to make sure our relationship survived all the splits," she stated in 2024, crediting their communication efforts too. Kody, too, has shown moments of vulnerability, referring to Robyn as his soulmate, a term Robyn now cautiously accepts, too. However, external reports present a grimmer picture. Insiders describe a couple drifting apart, with Robyn allegedly ready to prioritize her children and grandchildren over a fracturing marriage. 416. The sale of their home, whether a practical decision or a precursor to divorce, remains a contentious symbol of their uncertain future. 5. The impact on sister wives and fan speculation. If Robyn and Kody divorce, it would mark the end of the Brown family's polygamous experiment, and potentially the show itself. Fans speculate about the series' fate, as the premise hinges on plural marriage dynamics. 416. Meanwhile, the Browns' ongoing asset battles, including Janelle's legal threats and Mary's grievances over unequal property shares, continue to play out publicly. 11-18. The fractured family dynamics of Sister Wives Season 19, Betrayal, Closure, and Bitter Realities. The 19th season of Sister Wives delves into the aftermath of Kody Brown's collapsing polygamous family, framing a narrative of betrayal, unresolved financial disputes, and the emotional fallout of monogamy forced upon the once plural clan. With Mary, Janelle, and Christine now officially divorced from Kody, the season's previews and early episodes highlight a family in chaos, grappling with fractured relationships, legal battles over shared assets, and the lingering bitterness of broken promises. Here's a detailed breakdown of the key themes and conflicts dominating Season 19. 1. The story of Kody's betrayal and illusion of self-preservation. Kody Brown, who is now legally married only to Robyn, claims that his previous wives have betrayed him 3 times. He declares that the dream of the big polygamous family is shot in the season preview, interpreting Mary, Janelle, and Christine's departures as acts of personal disloyalty rather than as repercussions of his own neglect. Despite Robyn's mediation efforts and pleas for him to reconcile with his estranged children. 36, his resentment is palpable. He describes their actions as sabotage. The inability of Kody to accept responsibility becomes a recurring theme. He sobs, "I'm out of my mind," during a heated argument with Robyn, but he shifts blame elsewhere, accusing his children of disloyalty and his ex-wives of abandoning the family's covenant. 36. This illusion reaches its height in episode 8, when, despite Janelle's outright rejection of their relationship, he awkwardly proposes that they live together on Coyote Pass. Janelle retorts, "We don't even exist in the same universe anymore," underscoring Kody's refusal to accept reality. 11. 2. From lingering hope to empowered closure in Mary's final break. Mary Brown, long portrayed as Kody's most loyal wife, finally cuts ties in Season 19. After years of emotional neglect, Kody admitted in a prior season he never loved her. Mary seeks an official release from their spiritual marriage through their former church, symbolically severing her last connection to the family. 16. Her decision is met with mixed reactions. Robyn claims she always had Mary's back, but Mary counters that Robyn ghosted her post-divorce, questioning the authenticity of their bond. 12. When the Browns and Mary discuss the 14-acre Coyote Pass property in Arizona, Mary's rage comes to the surface. She threatens legal action to reclaim her share and asserts that Kody and Robyn have engaged in unequal financial dealings. "I'm so enraged. It's time to get some lawyers involved," she declares, reflecting her resolve to no longer be sidelined. 12-16. This marks a stark departure from her earlier passivity, as she prioritizes self-interest over family loyalty. 3. Christine's salty independence and swift reinvention. Christine Brown, the first wife to leave Kody in 2021, emerges as the season's most liberated figure, and its most provocatively salty. No longer masking her disdain, she dismisses Kody's attempts at reconciliation, stating bluntly, "I'm not going to be friendly." 3. Her relationship with David Woolley, whom she marries in a televised Moab wedding, contrasts sharply with her stifled dynamic with Kody. According to Christine's declaration, "This time, it's about me." 11-16, she takes pleasure in traditional marital rituals that she was previously denied as a plural wife, such as ring shopping and a bridal shower. However, her rapid romance raises eyebrows. Her children, including Michael and Paydon, express concerns about the pace of her relationship, with Paydon joking about insulting David immediately to test his resilience. 11. Christine's unreserved happiness, exemplified by her plans for matching tattoos with David, serves as both a testament to her newfound agency. 11-15 and a rebuke to Kody's failures. 4. Coyote Pass and the battle for assets. Financial ties. The Browns' shared properties, particularly Coyote Pass and Robyn's Flagstaff home, fuel ongoing conflict. Janelle reveals she contributed funds to Robyn's $1.65 million Arizona house but was excluded from Themergage, demanding reimbursement and threatening litigation. Site 1, Site 10. Meanwhile, the Coyote Passel, finalized for $1.5 million in 2024, exposes deeper rifts. Kody initially considered screwing over Janelle in negotiations, but Robyn's objections forced him to abandon that strategy. Christine's decision to sell her share to Kody and Robyn for $10 in 2022 symbolized her clean break, but Mary and Janelle now fight for equitable division. 112. The property's unresolved balloon payment looms large, with Janelle pressuring Kody to settle debts to avoid foreclosure. Kody, however, resists, telling cameras, "I don't feel like doing Janelle any favors," further straining their already fraught relationship. 11. These disputes underscore the financial recklessness that plagued the family's polygamous experiment. 5. Robyn's isolation and the collapse of polygamy's dream. Robyn, once the perceived favorite wife, now faces the unintended consequences of monogamy. She admits feeling like the idiot left behind, isolated without the sister-wife support system she expected. 3. Her attempts to mediate between Kody and his children, such as pushing him to reconcile with Maddie and Garrison, often backfire, as Kody's defensiveness alienates them further. 6. Robyn's loyalty to Kody is tested by his increasingly volatile behavior. In confessional interviews, she tearfully recalls the loving father he once was, contrasting it with his present-day bitterness. 11. Their dynamic, now stripped of polygamy's structure, reveals cracks. Kody's fixation on perceived betrayals and Robyn's futile efforts to salvage his relationships with his children suggest a partnership built on shaky foundations. 6. The children's fractured loyalties. The Brown children, particularly Janelle's sons Gabriel and the late Garrison, embody the generational fallout of Kody's failures. Gabriel articulates his father's neglect, recalling how Kody forgot his birthday during the pandemic and demanded apologies for undefined disrespect toward Robyn. 6-11. Michael, meanwhile, confronts Kody's inflammatory remarks about Maddie, warning that his words have permanently damaged their relationship. 6. The tragic death of Garrison's family in March 2024 shrouds the season. While the show avoids exploiting his death for drama, subtle references, such as Janelle's quiet grief and Kody's strained attempts to reconnect with surviving children, highlight the irreparable cost of his emotional absence. 16. 7. The uncertain future of the show. With the Browns' polygamous structure dissolved, Sister Wives faces an existential crisis. The ex-wives' post-divorce journeys and Kody and Robyn's strained monogamy now form the basis of the show's premise, which is based on plural marriage dynamics. The wedding of Christine and Mary's legal battles offer new plotlines, but fans wonder if the show can survive the breakup of its central family in 12/16. TLC's trailers tease a season 19 tell-all, promising confrontations over Coyote Pass and Robyn's role in the family's collapse. However, Kody's combative demeanor, he shouts, "I'm sick of being guilt for loving Robyn," suggests little resolution is forthcoming. 12.